Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wastelands of Fallout 4. This is a tour of the settlement I've built at Graygarden. Just a quick backstory on this build. I had originally planned to just make some small shacks which would dangle from underneath the freeway, but as I started to construct these hanging shacks, I kept adding more buildings all over the build area. Currently, there are around 40 settlers living here, and that is not including the 6 or so Mr. Handy robots that start here working in this greenhouse. Because of the size of this settlement, the game can get very laggy at this location, so I apologize for any choppiness in the video's quality. As I head up these stairs to the first level of the outer wall, we'll start to get a look at the lower part of the settlement. Looking towards the main settlement area, you can see the lower shacks didn't end up actually hanging from the bottom of the freeway. They didn't look stable enough, so I added large concrete pillars going to the ground to make everything look more sturdy. The concrete pillars are pretty much the same texture and color of the concrete on the actual freeway, so it ended up matching fairly well. I tried to make this settlement look as lived in as possible. That includes everything from varying the railings that I use to the many decorations around the settlement, such as this garbage dump area right here. Let's cross this bridge, which will lead us to the top part of the outer defense wall. Over there is a staircase that goes straight down to the farm area below. On this part of the wall, there are some guard posts and benches providing nice vantage points over the surrounding area. Going back towards the main buildings, you can see all the concrete and wooden supports I used to try to make the structures look as stable and realistic as possible. Here is a nice outdoor smoking area with some beverage dispensers around the corner for the settlers to enjoy. Heading into this restricted area leads us to the settlement's power station. I have 4 generators lined up, which provide all the power needed in Graygarden. There's a monitoring area set up in the back, and some panels on the walls to keep tabs on the power situation around the settlement. Now this bus was already here on the freeway, and I couldn't remove it. So I simply turned it into a storage room filled with random crates and whatnot. Following this path, we'll go down to the suspended shacks underneath the freeway. Entering the building, there's a mail carrier delivering some mail. Right at the entrance here is the general trader. There's plenty of benches and random storage areas all around the settlement to fill empty space. Over here is Graygarden's doctor, who has her own hospital area around the corner. Down these stairs, a clothing vendor has a shop set up. This shop also has its own dressing room for the settlers to try on some clothes before they make a purchase. Moving down here in a somewhat more secure looking area, the weapons and armor vendors are selling their goods. Back upstairs and through this short hallway is a restaurant area where there's a butcher cutting up some meat and a few tables to sit down and enjoy a meal. These chairs and couches have beautiful views out into the Commonwealth. Down here is a small bar area with some more tables for settlers to enjoy their drinks and relax. And finally, we'll move down to the lowest level of the bar, which is something of a game room. All of this so far is suspended under the freeway. None of it is actually touching the ground at all. Fast forwarding through this as I'm just getting back up to the top. Gotta make sure to use the decontamination arc going in next time. Alright, now we'll head up to the upper part of the settlement, which is completely on top of the freeway. Going up here quickly is a cookout area with a grill, and up there on the roof is the artillery cannon. Okay, let's head into the main structure on top. Here, I put a snack area because there are a bunch of workers that are on this end of the building. There's the head of security, filling out some paperwork. And over here is an office area where I've put a tax collector. And I guess this guy here is the postmaster of the settlement. These settlers are all doing their jobs at their various workstations. They're creating some crafting components such as metals and other materials for the settlement. This is quickly showing what's above these staircases, basically just more storage areas. I use boxes and crates to fill empty spaces in my settlements. It's easy to do and it looks good, so I do it all the time. Here is a reception and relaxation area. Perhaps this is where the workers below take their lunch breaks. Off to the side here is a nice spacious bathroom. Through this door is a roofed balcony that overlooks the greenhouse and farm area below. You may have noticed all the booze and beer bottles laying around the settlement. I guess there's not much else to do in the wasteland. Just past the balcony is another restaurant area. Vendors here sell food, drinks, and all the chems a settler could ever want. There's some live music for everyone to enjoy here as well. I have it muted right now, but she is actually singing. Back this way is the settlement's main crafting area, which includes cooking and chem stations to make your own goods. You can also modify your weapons and armor to your liking here. Now we'll go upstairs to the residential part of the settlement. First is a living room and lounge area, which has plenty of couches and seats to sit comfortably while watching the static on the TV and relaxing. Through here is a fully loaded kitchen and dining room. This is for those settlers who don't want to spend their hard-earned caps downstairs at the restaurants, or for those who would just like to cook their own meals. There's another bathroom here, closer to the living quarters. This bathroom is slightly different though, as it has functional showers for the settlers to use. Heading back through the lounge area, we'll go up these stairs, which leads to the settlement's laundry room. This room connects directly to the bedrooms. Here, I've arranged items near each sleeping area to make them all feel a bit unique, even though I gave everyone the same bed model apparently. There are books, weapons and ammo, sports and exercise equipment. Some beds have extra bed sheets and pillows. Some have toys and booze and chems, all the sorts of junk a settler could ever want. Out this door is another storage room and a final staircase going up. Now we've reached the top floor, which has some chairs overlooking the wasteland and the rest of the sleeping areas for the settlers. I hope you've enjoyed this tour. If you have any suggestions for settlement builds, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later, YouTube.